My name is Greg Williams. I'm the head wrestling coach at Utah Valley University.
Talk about a little bit about her support for athletics in general and then wrestling specific.
It's really interesting. When she went through the interview process, I do know one of the people that were involved with that. And after the hiring all went through, we were chatting about it. And he said the funny thing was when they asked her about athletics, she's like, well, I know it's important, but she really, didn't have that much involvement, wasn't really sure what her involvement would be, but said, I'll be involved. Well, yeah, she's involved. I would go watch a women's basketball game, or I might go to a men's basketball game, and she's right there by the floor, in her chair. One of the trustees was a big wrestling fan, and he told her about wrestling, so she came out to one of our matches, and I don't think she's missed a match since. And because we set up our chairs for our mentors right by the mat, she starts in her chair, but usually she's on the floor, hitting the mat, calling our guys by name. And I think there's been a real connection for her with wrestling, especially just because of her background and the grit she's had to show to be able to get to where she is now. And wrestling is definitely a sport where, grit comes into play. And your top wrestlers are going to be guys who have a lot of grit. And so I think there's been a little bit of a connection there.